Can a bulletproof suit straight out of the John Wick-iverse actually stop bullets? Well, I came to where they train Keanu Reeves to find out. With science. To test the feasibility of a John Wick-style bulletproof suit properly, I've come here to Terran Tactical, Hollywood firearms trainer to the stars. When Hollywood has a big action movie and they need their actors to fire guns safely, believably, and look good doing it, they come here. In fact, this is where Keanu Reeves himself trained for the John Wick films. And dear viewer, I want to be specific about what we are testing today. We all know there is lightweight body armor that could conceivably fit underneath a suit and save your life. That's not interesting to me. What is are these scenes from the John Wick films, in which John holds up his tactical jack like a bulletproof cape to stop bullets from getting to his body. This is more interesting to me because the physics are different here. You know why? Science. It's always science. What body armor does is change an inequality. Normally, your clothing and your flesh do not have enough ultimate tensile strength to resist the pressure behind a fast-moving bullet. What body armor does then is provide you with some high tensile strength material like Kevlar or a rigid metal plate that flips this inequality. If you want to get technical, a piece of body armor has a ultimate tensile strength measured in a unit like pascals that is more than the pascals provided by the change of kinetic energy of a bullet across some stopping distance of that bullet with the cross-sectional area of a bullet. It won't stop bruises or broken bones, but it would make any gunshot that much more survivable. Protecting yourself from a bullet with augmented fabric is a different physical question altogether. The question now is, can this fabric, tactical though it may be, slow down a bullet enough such that when it gets to your body it has no longer that lethal pressure? Can the momentum change over time of the bullet be significant enough to reduce its forces to non-lethal? To test this accurately and more importantly, safely, we are going to need a firearms expert, but I'm not a firearms expert. Don't worry though, we found a real tasty one. Her name is Tasty. I'm not being weird. Today's expert is Tasty Danger, actress, stunt woman, and employee at Terran Tactical. She was also our expert Thor's hammer thrower from a previous episode. She knows how to safely use the signature John Wick firearms that we want to test. So Tasty, thank you once again for helping us here at the facility. First, we were throwing Thor's hammer, and now we are out here at one of the actual locations where John Wick, Keanu Reeves, trained himself.
Yep.
We're here to shoot a suit.
Shoot a suit? That kind of rhymes. I love that.
Do you think you can help us out with that?
Hell yeah.
Well, first, we are going to shoot at just a normal, unaltered suit.
Okay.
And then we are going to fit it with some nice, concealable, flexible body armor. Do you have any first impressions of what might happen if it's not right up against your body and you're holding it kind of like a bulletproof cape?
I think if the bulletproof vest does what it's supposed to do, then it may catch the bullet. I mean, doing this with that is better than nothing, right?
I guess we'll have to see.
Yes.
Tasty, why don't you get set up? We'll get safe here, and I'll put the jacket up for you to shoot.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay,
let's get it.
On you, Tasty. Oh, yeah, that obviously, as expected, straight through. Just like you'd expect, Tasty, a handgun bullet goes directly through some cloth. I know that body armor, if it's rated for what we're shooting at it, is going to catch it anyway, but maybe we can learn something in the test of it not being right up against the body.
Obviously, I feel like it's definitely going to have an impact. I just don't know how close to the body it's going to come, but then also holding it out, you know, it all depends. So.
Let's load up and find out.
Let's do it. Lock and load.
Oh yeah. It's significantly dented inwards.
Really?
There's no exit hole whatsoever. Again, much like a catcher's mitt, this flexible body armor caught the bullet right here. The whole thing is deformed downwards. It's like a visible representation of the amount of energy the bullet had versus the other bullets. But from here, at a standoff distance away from your body, you're still not getting any additional damage from impact, which is interesting. Tasty, we saw what happened in real time with our test, but I thought it would be to the benefit of our edification to take a closer look at what this armor actually did. So we have the strike face here, which is what faces out from you in body armor, and I have a sweet knife. And I can already see something special here, which is a bullet that is caught. And I want to see its condition, but let's get in there. So as I was explaining a little bit earlier, soft armor is actually a composite of many different materials. It's not like one monolithic thing. And so you can see a styrofoam-ish, lots of layers of what looks like high-strength fabric, like a Kevlar. It peels like that, like it's made out of a polymer kind of like that, right? I don't know what it is specifically.
That's crazy.
You can see how much energy is going into all of these layers here with that deformation. And right here,
it's like we're going to surgery. Look
that
at
is almost a perfectly deformed bullet.
Wow.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
There it is.
So there is two full. This is even more completely flattened.
It's like an M&M.
Yeah. So when I do force calculations for stuff, a lot of the times you're assuming an object comes to a stop within its own distance. That's how I calculate forces. Now, to me, what this bullet in particular shows is that given that it's almost completely flattened into a pancake, that means it stopped within its own distance and imparted every last joule of energy that it had into this.
Just gave it all it got.
Gave it all it got. Effectively stopped. Let's see.
You're trying to look for some more, aren't you?
I think there is one more. Oh yeah, there's another one.
Oh my goodness.
That's some good shots, Tasty.
Hey.
And there's another one right there. And you can still smell the gunpowder. Tasty, I can say that I am legitimately surprised by that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That was insane. I didn't expect that.
Is it seeming like this might be a viable tactic in maybe the worst case scenario, having a standoff distance with some armored clothing in between a bullet and your body?
I obviously think it's better than nothing. I mean, if you're gonna have no armor and do it, you don't got a shot. But from what we just saw, catching the bullet, that proves itself right there. That was cool. I did not expect that at all.
Me either. But we still have to see what happens with the strong stuff.
Ooh. Want to make a bet?
No, I think that guy's dead. On you! Oh man. Dear viewer, I have bad news. This man is dead. What you notice that's interesting physically is that unlike the last couple of tests where there is significant deformation on the soft plate, there is almost none from that high velocity round. It's going so fast and penetrating so quickly that it doesn't have the time to deform and absorb that energy and therefore keep you safe. So for this high caliber, it does not look like it's a great strategy. The armor plate that I used for our AR test, and that one was
Oh my gosh.
less successful. Hit! So it hit right here, so you can see. Came out right here all the way through. I think there might be pieces of the bullet still in. Let's see exactly if we can get inside and compare this quick. So sharp. So right off the bat, what we noticed in situ, but even notice now, there's a huge difference between these two materials now, where you can see a lot of energy was captured in deforming this object, but in this object, almost nothing.
Wow.
Went through almost like it wasn't there. I see some remnant of something. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in there. So, Tasty, in comparing these two, I think you can see, obviously, the extreme difference in different caliber bullets, different grains in those bullets, and how much body armor can actually help save your life. I still think, like you said, in this case, it's better than nothing, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So Tasty, unlike the first couple of tests, that seemed like it provided no resistance whatsoever.
That target did not have a chance.
This does not seem like a viable tactic at all, depending on what is being fired at you. What do you bring away from everything that we've done so far today? From being able to kind of catch lower caliber handgun bullets to this higher energy kind of stuff?
I mean, obviously the higher energy is going to have way more of an impact. Obviously, it went right through the target. I just wouldn't want to be caught in one of those bulletproof vests and just either have the impact or no life. It's both scary.
That's what surprised me, is that having such an indentation on the soft armor for the handguns, there appears to actually be some utility to holding that armor out from you. It might stop, say, a couple of cracked ribs.
Right.
If that totally stopped it, that soft armor for that round, and all things else being equal, and you held that off from your body like that in a jacket, is there some utility there of it not possibly breaking a rib or bruising your body?
Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt a whole lot less. Yeah.
If it's like that, there's some advantage to that.
100%.
Damn.
Absolutely. Yeah, soft armor hurts.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I think from everything we can say that depending on what is being fired at you, this tactic may or may not be useful, but importantly, there are some situations in which it could be useful.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'd say, just take the chance, do it, because I mean, if you don't, you're gonna get it. Either way.
You're gonna get it either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess that does it for us here. Thank you so much for
Until next time.
Now exiting the facility.